Good morning. This is the morning message for December the 21st, 2025, here on Following Him, the Disciple Life. The passage we're going to begin our day with, as part of December Joy, is Matthew chapter 5, verse 12a. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. True gladness, true joy is found in understanding the final destination, in reaching the goal, in understanding the most important things. Now let's back out a second and see more context on this verse, because there's more here than speaking of going to heaven. In verse 11, before this first part of verse 12 that we read, it says, "Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake." And then the second part of verse 12, you'll notice I said verse 12a, it says, "For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you." Our joy, our gladness in our final home is so great that it goes past being reviled, being persecuted, being slandered, that when these things happen for the right reasons, that the evil they speak against you, that this is false. Like when people say, well, they're this sort of evil, that sort of evil, that these are false things. Now, if they're charging you with things and they're true, that's another story. But when they're doing these things because you're following Christ, you're in good company. It is a characteristic of one that is part of the saved. Our reward in heaven is so great that it gives us joy even when we deal with things like persecution, being spoken of in evil ways, all the things we deal with in this life. We can still rejoice because of our reward, because of our final home in heaven. You have a good rest of the morning. Lord willing, be with you here in a couple of hours for the Lord's Day lesson. This is the Lord's Day. Encourage you to worship and study with those that are true disciples. And shalom.